Hi everybody, welcome back. So this is my second round filming this. I got through pretty much the entire thing and found out it had recorded not in landscape. I don't want it recorded vertically, so here we go. We're going to try this again. So I am doing another color on this, which is this orange that goes on it, and let's see if I can do something for you guys. Okay, so apparently I cannot zoom out with the stabilizer on. It doesn't let me do that. This phone does a lot of things, but that apparently is where it meets its limitations. Alrighty, so let's try this all over again. Anybody who does YouTube understands what I'm talking about. You just can't always get everything to do what you would like it to do, when you would like it to do it, or how you would like it to do it. It's just how it works. So I hope that all of you have had a nice, peaceful weekend and didn't have a whole lot that interrupted that, because I know there are so many of you that are back at work and, you know, just trying to get through everything safely. It's kind of tough right now. This is a very scary time, in my opinion. But for me, it was quiet but busy. Let's see. I tried to take yesterday off, but realized that I needed to put a video up for you guys, so I did that. I edited what I could and put that up. So realistically, I don't need to be filming today, but I always work for something on my channel on Mondays. It's, unless I am just deathly ill, I'm going to work on something with or for you guys. Monday is just kind of a work day for me. And it's usually a day where it's calm enough to get things done. We have had some changes going on around here that are keeping us on our toes, I'll tell you that. But it's providing a lot of quiet in my house. Which, oh my goodness, I missed that so badly. Don't get me wrong, I'll miss the little 2-year-old pain in the butt, and I'll miss his mom. However, I am enjoying my quiet. I think my son's about going out of his mind only having me to talk to, though. So I am now multiple times a day hearing so much about politics and new scientific developments that my brain is swimming in it. It's my son's major interest. He wanted desperately to be an evolutionary biologist, and developing epilepsy prevented that from happening for him. So he's very self-studied and very, very, very intelligent and very much a pain in my ass. But I love him. So there you are. It's just the way it works. But he also lets me geek out about my artwork, or if I'm talking to him about a particular diamond painting or a company that I'm dealing with for you guys, he sits through listening to that crap for me. So, you know, it's kind of a fair exchange. It works. What can I say? We make it work. 4 of the puppies are doing perfectly well. Snowflake's ear is really giving us trouble. I really am praying for that stimulus to come quickly so I can get her to the vet. I don't want to lose my baby Fluff. Oh, sorry. I know it, voice went kind of out because I had to shift. She has a wound on her ear that we do not know how it developed, how she got it, but it's definitely problematic and very worrisome So I need to get her to the doctor and get that cauterized or possibly redacted. Hopefully not redacted, because that's surgery. And I never want to put my babies in that position if I can avoid it, that's for sure. But we're going to do what we need to do to keep her healthy and safe and, well, get her back to healthy and keep her safe. She's such a sweet baby. We just don't know if it was, you know, some kind of an insect bite and then she was clawing at it and Spooky started licking it and that made the wound surface expand. We know that for a fact. But he wasn't doing something bad. He was trying to help her. That's pack mentality. So, of course, he didn't get in trouble for that. He just constantly got shooed away from her. Poor thing. He just wants to take care of his other puppies. He is really turning into a good pup. He's not anywhere near as crazy bipolar as he was. He still has his moments. Don't get me wrong. Where we go to pet him and he's like, grr. Now he wants more and more affection and love than he's ever wanted. And it's really, really awesome to see him turning into that baby because he's so much more fun to deal with. And there haven't been a lot of fights, knock on wood. There haven't been any in a while between the boys. And I'm really praying that we can keep it that way because Spirit has kind of lost his tolerance for his brother after everything the way it was with the fighting. He got tired of being picked on and he's turned into a grumpus where Spooky is concerned. Concerned. English. Amazing skill. Just not mine today. Anyway. But yeah, Spooky has become more and more loving. He really stays with my son now and helps to try and wake Nick up if Nick has a seizure and alerts me if there's any issues. He's just really turned into an amazing service animal, and I don't think any of us expected that he would ever be able to be a service animal with his temperament. But he's really turned around. Now if we can just get him to where he's, you know, willing to walk on a leash, it would be great. 4 years old, he still won't walk on a leash. He stiffens up, and I cannot move that puppy because his 20 pounds turns into about 60 pounds of muscle. It's crazy. He's been that way since we got him when he was, you know, a little tiny puppy. He does not like anything around his neck, and he does not do well with a lead. He just won't move. So he is an at-home puppy dog. He doesn't go anywhere. It's part of why I don't travel, because that boy does not do leashes. He does not do travel. He is leave me at home, keep me with my human that I take care of. He does not like to be up and around whatsoever. He's just a funny boy that way. Speaking of sons, mine just walked past. So, if you hear a door or anything, that's my boy. But he's a good son. He really is. It looks like there are going to be some changes coming to the way I do things, which, if it happens, will seriously benefit you guys as viewers. Because I will have better camera angles, I'll have a better work setup. But that's all dependent on what happens over the next week or so. I may actually get a semi-dedicated workspace. And I say semi because, you know, we don't have 4 bedrooms here. We've only got 3. And my grandson, my 6-year-old grandson, comes to visit sometimes. So I need to have a bed or futon in there that he can sleep on. And the futon, from what I understand, is not particularly comfortable. So instead of the queen-size bed that's in there being in there, I'm going to pull that out and put it in the garage in case we end up having people come to stay with us again at some point. Lord forbid it gets to the point that they need to, because, yeah, Nick loves having people around. I like peace and quiet. I'm old, I'm set in my ways. It's what it is. Oh, I'm one of those people, I could just live up in the woods with my puppies and be just fine. Give me internet and have the, things that we need, food, dog food, all of that, electricity, running water. I'm good. I'm perfectly fine being away from organized society. But that's just me, Not many people are that way. Most people need socialization. I have you guys. And I have Michelle and Ashley. And speaking of Ashley, okay, so she had a contest on her Glitter and Shine Facebook group, which is her Color Street nail business. And I won a set of Color Streets. Well, I already, of course, have a few, because when I could purchase a couple, I did, and then she was sweet enough to send me a couple as birthday gifts. So, the base color on here, that really pretty, pale, aquamarine / teal color, I won that in a drawing. So, awesome. And I had bought the glitter one. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with my nails, but I needed to cut my nails, so since I really despise having my nails short, that meant, okay, we're going to decorate them so I don't dislike them so much. And I was talking with her, and she came up with this idea of putting this base color, which is called Philadelphia, underneath the rose gold, I think it's called. I don't know, you have to ask Ashley. She'd know. Just, ask her what has Esky's got on her nails if you want it, and she'll tell you and take care of that for you. So, this is what the idea that she came up with, and it took me all morning yesterday because I shake so badly that what should take like an hour takes me an eternity. It's crazy. But it came out super cute, and I definitely need another set of the Coming Up Rose Gold to use for when my nails are longer, to do just that on my nails. I so want to do that, because I like the tipped look on my nails, and I've never been a fan of pink, but this is not really pink. It's almost a copper color. It's really pretty. I love it. Love it, love it. So, that's something I want to, if I can afford to at some point, I want several sets of the rose gold to use over time, because I really like it. I think that's become one of my favorites from the Color Street so far. I don't have a big stash like Miss D. Oh my gosh. She's so blessed. She has so many sets of nails. I'm kind of jealous. But that's okay. I don't change my nail stuff as often. When my nails get so long that I need to take it off because it's starting to look icky, then I do. These things are amazing, where I will chip the ends of a regular manicure within a week or so. These don't do that way to me. The only chip I have in it is where I didn't get it on properly right there at the tip of that nail. So that one may chip. But that's because I don't have any clear polish. Which is shocking, because I have pretty much a rainbow of nail polish that I don't use. Because if I try to polish my nails, I will inevitably screw them up. And then I just get irritated, and yeah. So I have that stuff on hand for toenails. That's pretty much it. I can do my toenails and not mess those up, but I can't sit still long enough to wait for polish to dry. It's so bad. Even at my age, I just can't. I'm so mentally fidgety. I have to be doing something. And I'm physically fidgety in the fact that if my hands are not busy, then I'm super nervous. So, that's just the way it is. I don't know if it's because of some of my health issues or what exactly the cause of it is, but I've been that way my whole life, as far as I can remember. I chewed my nails down to bloody until I was 35. So I used to go get my nails done a lot. in order to keep me from chewing them. And then I just couldn't afford to do it, so I was back to biting my nails like crazy. And I woke up one morning when I was 35 and realized I had fingernails that I hadn't bitten off. And I went, oh, wow, cool. I didn't have the urge to bite them anymore. It just suddenly went away. So I was very, very lucky that it just stopped. And now you guys know I'm pretty finicky about having my nails long enough. But, you know, when one breaks back to the point that this finger broke all the way back to where it was bleeding. Oh my gosh, that was so painful. I don't know how I ever chewed my nails that badly, but I did. I had to let it grow out for like 2 weeks before I could cut my nails, and then I was just very upset about having to cut them, so Ashley said, come on, let's do your nails. Make you feel better. Yep, they look absolutely adorable. The only part that doesn't feel better is it took me forever to do them, so I lost half of my day yesterday. That's okay. It's alright, because they look super cute. I know, that sounds so bad, doesn't it? Let's reposition this so you can see where I'm at on this pretty little fox. Preferably without repositioning the stuff under it. You know. That's just how that works. Okay. This diamond painting is so pretty that if I do get to have a dedicated workspace soon, I'm really excited to be able to hang this up in there. I'm going to have to find a way to get a 40 by 50 poster frame. You know, something super simple, not expensive, to put on this so I can hang it up in my studio. That will be exciting. And that's if everything works out to where I get to have a studio / office to share with my son. I doubt he'll be in it much, but it's pretty much mine. But, you know, if he has a day where he's drawing, then all the supplies are right there where he can work, and that's cool. Because, yes, many of you may not know, but my son is an incredibly talented artist who just kind of doesn't draw at this time. He goes through little phases where he draws, and then he doesn't. And he tends to work more in ink, where I am a pencil or paint artist. So, we work in different mediums. But I do have inks on hand in case he wants them. So, that's just how that works. I don't have a lot, but I have a little bit. Just a few pens that are, you know, good quality for him to use. He does more an illustration style of art. But he has the ability to do realism. I've seen him, you know, sit down and show me, Mom, why don't you try this and see if that works. So he's capable of realism. It just doesn't interest him. He's really science and politically based mind. Where I am a very creative mind all the time. It's, you know, I did music most of my life. And then I was doing some art at the same time. And then things changed. And my life took a kind of a sideways move I never would have expected. And then I was still stitching. And I tend to do very extensive full coverage stitching. So it's very painterly in my image choices. And then I found diamond painting, and that's how we got here. And then after I got hurt pretty badly earlier this year from a nasty fall, I ended up starting to draw again and suddenly realized, wow, this is different from when I drew before. Something has changed, and so yeah, here we are. I will be painting again soon. when I go through a phase where my hands aren't shaking. Because for me, that's based on the spinal damage in my neck creates that shaking. So I have good days and I have bad days, and I get those days where I can actually do things that require a steady hand, and that's when I work on those. But, you know, it's like doing this. I had to stop doing so much because I couldn't sit up pretty much at all, or hardly at all. And even now, I can't do the 8 to 12 hours a day that I used to do. I have to, you know, work it to where it's, you know, 1 to 4 hours a day is all I can sit up. And there are days I can't even do that. So I'll work on a drawing that I can put on my drawing board that sits, you know, on my legs while I'm leaning back against my pillows, which is where I'm going to be later this afternoon. Because, yeah, doing this today it's hurting me, but I wanted to do a diamond painting video for you guys that are strictly into the diamond painting stuff on my channel, and let you know that everything is okay. Well, most everything is okay. Nothing's ever completely okay in life. And if it is, you're very, very, very lucky. But, yeah. My Michelle is doing as well as can be expected with everything. She's just not healing as quickly as we would all like. But she is getting there, slowly but surely. And in the meantime, she's working on some of her crochet, which, oh my goodness, you want to talk about somebody who crochets beautifully. Michelle really is good at it. She's very, very good at it. So is Diamond Painting Dreamer. My goodness. Linda can do some really elaborate crochet. So, let's see. Another one of my viewers has been crocheting lately. She's doing little stuffed animals for preemies. I think that is so awesome. Danny, my 6-year-old grandson, was a preemie. And he didn't have anything like that. So I think it's really an amazing thing. And he was 2 months premature, and that's kind of what caused some of his special needs. And in one way, issues. Danny is pretty challenged behaviorally. And a lot of that is because of circumstance from the other half of his genetic line. You know, he misses them, but we know that that's not an option. So it's hard to communicate that to any 6-year-old child, but especially one that is challenged in the ways that Dante is challenged. My poor little boy, I think he just gets very confused and very frustrated, and that causes him to be very defiant and difficult, which puts a lot of strain on my daughter and her fiance. And so, you know, it's a lot. Plus the newborn, who is so cute. So, yeah. With Charles and Danny and Chris's girls, my daughter has her hands full. Because they're all homeschooling. Of course, Charles is not. He's the baby. He's the 3.5-month-old. But with everything that's gone on, the other 3 are homeschooling, and that's left on my daughter to deal with. And wow. It's just a lot of stress on her, and I worry about her in that way. But she's handling it better than I might be at this point in my life. There was a time in my life I'd have been okay. I actually homeschooled Nick and Sarah for a short period of time, a couple of years, because the school system was doing some screwy stuff that for kids that were dyslexic, it was not beneficial for them to be there. So I took some time off of touring and homeschooled them. And that was right before my accident. So everything just kind of hit at the same time. Actually, no, that would have been after my car accident. Now that I really think about that. Sorry, that was a couple decades ago, you guys. A lot has gone on since then, that's for sure. A lot has happened since then. So yeah, that was after my car accident. Kids, if you listen to this, I'm getting old. That's okay. I wasn't expecting to live to be this old with the medical things, so every day is a blessing, even when it's a difficult day. The first time I filmed this, I think it sounded a lot happier. But now my son is back out and about and making noise, talking in the background, because that's what Nico does. He's a social creature. I am not so much a social creature anymore. I think that's why having people here in the 3rd bedroom, it makes it more fun for my son. It makes it more miserable for me, because this house sound just carries like crazy. And there's no escaping it. It seems to funnel into my bedroom for some reason. Oh, goodness knows why. But that's the favorite spot for the house, to send all of the noise and amplify it. I'm actually almost done with this one. Wow. Yay! We're almost done, guys. And then I will let you go. And hope that you guys have an awesome week. But we got a few more minutes here. Let me change your positioning and mine so that I can get to this more easily and not put my arm in it or anything to that effect. Because, you know, I'd really rather not do that. So this is my partial from Victoria's Moon. My pretty little native fox. I love this piece. Oh, absolutely love it. And, you know, I'm only working on it sometimes because I don't have as much time to work as I used to. Or to be able to, as I used to. So, I have to split my time between things. And my time is shortened quite a lot now. Like I was explaining, I can't sit up and do things the way I used to. But if things do change for the way I'm doing things, then hopefully that will aid me in being able to sit in an upright position longer, because I would have my butt planted in the right chair with my legs down instead of sitting Indian style all the time. The only other way I can work is to have it up on my lap with my back resting at this point. And, well, that's not really conducive to diamond painting. So, it is conducive to smaller pieces of artwork, drawings, and paintings, but... Hi, Fuffers. Baby Snowflake. Come on, sweets. Just walk past his butt. He's asleep. There's my Fuff. There she is. Oh, she doesn't feel good. That's the other reason I won't be on too much longer, because I want to be able to give her her CBD oil and make sure that she's comfortable. And give her a good love on and rub. She can't really jump up. She can't at all jump up in the bed anymore. And with all of that, it's hard on her, and that's hard on me, because of course she's my baby and I don't want to see her hurting. I mean, I'd rather be with her and see it than to have her not with me, but it's really hard for a mommy to watch their baby suffer. It is. And I know that this is something that they can fix easily. I just need to get it to where I can financially swing that. It's so odd and difficult to not be able to get one of my babies to the doctor when they need to go. But this stupid virus made it to where it complicated everything, and a lot of the regular vets closed their doors for a while. I don't know if they're even open yet. She may have to go to the emergency room, but as soon as that second stimulus comes, I can take her. This all happened not long after the first round of stimulus went out, and my phone died and everything else. And she wasn't injured at that time, so I went ahead and took care of everything else. And now this thing with her pretty little ear in the side of her face, it's so painful to see her not comfortable and happy and running around, because normally she's so prancy and happy and smiley, and I don't like that she's not able to be that way right now. But God willing, we'll get this taken care of as quickly as is physically possible. I missed a small spot down here apparently, so let's lay this down on the sticky so it stays closed, because after I finish this little area, then I will sign off with you guys. I don't think we need Miss Esky on there for the moment. By the way, I love this cover minder so much. Thank you so much. That was just such an awesome gift. I am, like the rest of you, just trying to get through each day the best I can. I know there are channels that are able to still go out and film and do all of that, and I really wish I could. If I could, I'd be out doing Randonautica videos, but that's just me. I would love, to go and explore a little bit and be outdoors, but I can't for several reasons, but I just can't do it. So, that's just life. We get through, we do the best we can, and hopefully along the way we leave things better than the way we found them. That's the big message in life, I think. Well, that is it for this color. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to let you all go. My thoughts and prayers are with all of you, as always. If you are still here, please give me a like and leave me a comment. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because it is really hard to keep a channel going when you're funding the entire thing. So subscribers would help so much, and then I get encouragement too. But I will talk at you all later, and I hope that you have an awesome week. We will return again pretty soon to see this beautiful fox get some more sparkle, and in the meantime I am going to get some more work around the house done and take care of my fluff. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.